There is a mindset so rare, so misunderstood, that only 1% of people ever truly live by it. Yet it's the very key to inner peace, focus, and mastery of the self. The rest? They spend their lives chasing distractions, trading fulfillment for fleeting pleasures. Today I will share with you the path of the 1%, not in wealth, but in wisdom. Years ago, before I wore these robes, I lived like most people, chasing after more recognition, more success, more of everything. But something always felt missing. One evening during a silent retreat, my teacher asked me, "If your mind is always busy climbing, when will it rest in where it already is?" That night, I couldn't sleep. His words rang in my ears like thunder in a silent valley. You see, the 1% mindset isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters most. While the 99% are consumed by comparison, urgency, and ego, the 1% live with clarity, simplicity, and purpose. The 1% mindset is rooted in 3 principles. Let me share them with you. 1. Deep purpose over shallow progress. Most people are busy being busy. They measure life in check boxes, not in meaning. But I once met a fisherman on the banks of the Ganges who changed my view entirely. He worked a few hours a day and spent the rest teaching children in his village how to read. I asked him why he didn't move to a city for better pay. He simply smiled and said, "I already live richly. Living with purpose means choosing a path even when it's quiet, even when no one claps for you." That's where true strength lies. 2. Discipline as devotion. Discipline is often misunderstood. People think it's punishment, but to the 1%, discipline is love. Love for your future self. Every morning, I sweep the temple floor, not because it needs sweeping, but because my mind does. That act of repetition teaches me consistency, humility, and patience. The world tells you to chase comfort, but growth begins where comfort ends. Fear will whisper, "You'll fail," but your higher self knows not trying is the only failure. 3. Silence over noise. Have you ever noticed how uncomfortable we've become with silence? Noise has become a drug. Notifications, opinions, endless scrolling. But silence is where wisdom begins. In silence, I learn to listen, not just to others, but to myself. Your inner voice is like a candle. In noise, it flickers. In stillness, it burns steady. I encourage you every day, even just for 5 minutes, sit with yourself. No phone, no distraction, just breathe. That's where transformation begins. The 1% mindset isn't for the privileged, it's for the awakened. You don't need to be a monk. You just need to choose your path with intention. Wake up early, not to hustle, but to greet the day with presence. Say no more often, not out of rejection, but to protect your sacred yes. Spend time alone, not because you're lonely, but because you respect your own company. These are small choices, but over time they shape an extraordinary life. I once asked my teacher, "What's the biggest mistake people make?" He replied, "They believe they have time." Let that sink in. Every moment you delay self-reflection, every time you ignore your deeper calling, you trade wisdom for comfort. You cannot buy back time, but you can choose to live this moment fully. So I ask you, will you live like the 99%, chasing, scrolling, comparing? Or will you awaken and live like the 1% with intention, stillness, and depth? The world doesn't need more noise. It needs your clarity, your calm, your courage. You already have what it takes. All that's left is to begin. If this message stirred something within you, take the next step on your journey. I invite you to watch this next video, The Hidden Strength of Not Showing Off. It reveals a truth even deeper than today's lesson, and it might just change how you carry yourself forever.